Would you like to please introduce everyone for us? You're better at names too.
Yeah, I could. I should start with the chairs because there's only two of you.
This is for you, Seanan.
Hey.
Oh my buddy, I miss them so bad.
All right, he begrudged that. Now he's leaving.
Yeah, thank you for making him put up with that. I would do it to Thomas, but he is made of claws and anger, so I'm leaving him alone.
That's the beginning of a poem. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, totally.
So I should introduce you to the chairs. We have two chairs at CoKoCon every year and a vice chair, and Dee and I alternate as the Western SFA chair. This year, Dee is the chair, so say hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee. Hi, Dee.
And Mark Bernice is the CASFAS chair, because we're sponsored by two separate sponsoring bodies, and Mark is here too. Say hi, Mark.
Hi,
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
And if neither of you wants to say anything special, I will launch into the featured panelists.
I think you should.
See, you're eloquent, honey. I love when you do that. It's all yours.
Well, I should start with the situation. So we were going to have CoKoCon 2020 last year, bowing to tradition, having it in the year that it's named for, and we couldn't do that because of COVID. So our guests of honor didn't come out. We couldn't host them. We couldn't welcome them. And we will do so in 2022. And in the meantime, some of them are here this year as featured panelists. We didn't want to call them guests because we can't welcome you properly in a virtual environment and treat you to a really nice weekend. Well, hopefully we can treat you to a nice weekend virtually, but it's not quite the same. So the guests that would have been 2020, that is Stephen Barnes, well-known author, well-known martial artist, wearer of many hats, and he is here. Say hi to Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Steve. It's good to be here. Nice to be invited.
And I'll give you a chance, each of you, to speak shortly, but I'll introduce everybody first. He would have been our author guest of honor at CoKoCon 2020. He will be our author guest of honor in 2022. Our local author guest of honor is Linda Addison, who is also here. So hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
And how many? I should say award-winning to pretty much everybody here. How many Bram Stokers are you up to now, Linda?
482.
Well, I have 6 houses in the house, but one of them is for lifetime achievement.
Nice.
It is.
Nice.
You know you're going to be a guest of honor when you have a lifetime achievement while you're still alive and still producing.
I was a little insulted at first, but I've gotten over that. I'm trying to start my life.
Our Filk guest of honor for 2020 is sadly not here because she lives in the middle of nowhere and has a really bad internet connection, but she will be here in person in 2022 to be our Filk guest of honor, and that is S.J. Tucker. So we should say hi, but she's not here to hear us, but we kind of welcome her anyway. And then 2021, we were going to hold CoKoCon physically as well, and COVID has continued to do its thing. So we went virtual, and that's why you're all here on Zoom and in Discord. But our guests of honor for CoKoCon 2021 will be here in 2023. So we now have guests announced for 2 years in advance. And again, they are here as featured panelists this year. So the highly prolific Seanan McGuire is our author guest of honor. Welcome, Seanan.
Hi, Seanan.
We have local author, Dr. Bruce Davis.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, everybody.
And our Filk guests of honor, Margaret and Kristoph. And they're all here. So welcome everybody.
Hey. I was messing around with stuff, so I didn't get to say, yay, Seanan.
Oh, yay, Kristoph. I like how enthusiastic you look yaying yourself. It's like, Yay.
Well, I've seen a lot of me.
Paul says,
That's the
Paul says,
rodeo queen wave.
So I should
Paul
totally
says
hand
it.
over
You
and
can't wait
allow
for yourself. Mm.
allow these featured panelists to say hi and introduce themselves and give everybody a really good chance to welcome them. So Stephen Barnes, over to you.
Hey there. What can I do for you guys? I mean, I can talk at any length on almost any subject, but I don't know what it is specifically that would be best for me to discuss.
Well, the quick subject for right now would be Stephen Barnes.
Okay. I'm a novel. You know, there are three things in life that I care a lot about. I care a lot about writing. I care a lot about martial arts, and I care a lot about my family and friends. If it's not one of those three things, I probably don't spend any time at all doing it. You know, I'm lucky enough that I've been able to craft a life where I spend most of my time doing things that I kind of enjoy doing. I'm going to try to get down to a one-day work week, actually. Basically, work is the stuff that I have to push myself to do, that I do to avoid pain, as opposed to things that I do to gain pleasure. Okay. Now, if I've been sufficiently intelligent, then I set it up so that most of the things that I do in my life that bring me joy also pay my bills. So, and take care of me. So I think it should be possible to get down to a one-day work week. That's the day I, take care of the bills and, do that kind of stuff, all the stuff that I have to force myself to do. But aside from that, I'm going to spend my time writing and working out and being with the people I love.
Well, we're very happy that you're with us this weekend, and hopefully we can make you as welcome as is possible.
We'll do our best.
And then again next year when you're out with us in person.
Where are you located again?
Phoenix, Arizona, though CoKoCon 2022 will be in Tempe, which is a
right.
suburb.
Right, Phoenix. I was supposed to be in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago. I ended up flying over to New Mexico instead, just because the time frame was compressed. But I have relatives and friends in Phoenix. Good people. So
you just summed up the entirety of Hollywood right now. Everybody lives in California and they have family and friends in Arizona, and they fly over us to do their jobs in New Mexico and then fly over us back again, and we wave from up here. So
Hi there.
Our local author guest of honor, Linda Addison.
Hey, let me just make sure I got this right. Full of claws and anger. Shauna?
Yep.
Oh man, that's gonna be an awesome poem. Anyway, hi, I'm a poet.
Hi,
And you know it.
And I
She
just
wrote it.
finished
She
my
wrote it.
first novel, my first of all time. I'm also Grand Master of speculative poetry, fantastic poetry. I mean, really, seriously, I don't even know how to get that on my card. And yeah, I write a lot of weird stuff and make
First novel.
and make inappropriate jokes when possible.
First novel. Good on you.
See, it's not
and anger.
it's not just me, Hal.
Inappropriate comments, yeah. Linda's very good with inappropriate comments. They're usually excellent inappropriate comments.
She can usually
Words of
rhyme
my life.
inappropriate comments, so
Words of my life. That's why I'm a grandmaster of words.
Yeah, I love that you're writing. You're writing your first novel after you've earned 6 Bram Stokers and a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's kind of doing it the wrong way around, but that's
so
great.
I have something to fall back on, if it don't work out.
So how are you doing? We know you had COVID. Are you recovering properly now?
I'm recovered properly and fully vaccinated, and yes, lost 6 months last year, so I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're very happy that you're here too. And we are also very happy to have, where are we at? No Suge. So 2021/2023 guest of honor, featured panelist this year. Welcome, Seanan McGuire.
Yay!
Yay,
Shauna.
Fantastic timing. I just tried to choke myself to death.
I was going to say she needed a minute there.
Yeah, timing is
I'm
everything.
feeling
I do
purple,
apologize.
Like the air is flowing again. Hello, everybody. I miss y'all in Arizona. The last time I did a convention in Phoenix, it was actually in Phoenix, they amended the convention constitution to forbid guests of honor to leave the hotel unaccompanied because I wandered off into the desert for 3 hours and no one could find me. I came back with a Gila monster I walked into the hotel lobby with my Gila monster and got told you can't have that. And I'm like, well, I very clearly do, so I'm not really following your logic here.
That had to be a hotel employee, right?
Provide to all future guests of honor.
Yeah, because we'd have given you a badge for the Gila monster.
Yeah.
And maybe a muzzle just to keep him on his best behavior.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do for the dogs at Tuscon. They get badges.
Yep.
You have to be careful around here, though. The Arizona Fishing Game will find you.
I'm actually licensed to handle Gila monsters.
Of course
you are. I'm
Where do you
pretty
get a
sure
license
Arizona
like
Fishing
that?
Game would let me.
Oh,
Where do you get a license like that?
yeah, I didn't even know they had those.
It comes with your herpetology degree.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
I have no surprise whatsoever.
Fishing Game can issue you one.
Wes. Oh, there he is.
I'm pretty sure I'm incapable of surprising Kristoph at this point in time. All is well there.
Yeah, but you always do anyway, so.
I just
part
checked
of
out.
why I love you.
I just checked our code of conduct, and apparently the weapons policy doesn't say a thing about Gila monsters. So
yeah,
feel free to bring him along.
Well, no, but we might have to zip tie a muzzle on him.
We do not zip tie the Gila monsters. They are a protected species. So
yeah, I know.
I'm a ranger in charge and a druid. You would have no problems with me at all.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll see you all next year.
Gonna bring the Gila monster.
With or without Gila monster.
Oh, you let him go?
Yes. I did put him back. I just wanted to meet him, hang out,
play with him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We bonded.
Yeah.
Now, everyone probably here knows Seanan or through her work.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to tell you what I do.
I think we all know what you do.
I just ordered one of your books. I ordered Square 3.
Awesome. Square Cube, the book that was written entirely as a scaffolding to support the line, Pokemon are real. It's a kaiju novel written because do you know the Pokemon franchise? The entire, Stephen was talking about things he's passionate about and can talk about endlessly. Two of mine are Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. So in Pokemon, the primary moral of the entire universe is do not fuck with the legendary Pokemon. Straight up the plot of every movie. A legendary Pokemon appears, everybody says, leave it alone, it'll kill us all, and then people go and mess with it. So I'm like, Pokemon movies are really kaiju movies.
Okay.
So it's a kaiju novel about fucking with the legendary Pokemon.
There you go.
I like this over here in the chat, and an emotional support Gila monster. I like that.
Nice. So, Seanan McGuire, if you haven't read her books, and I'm sure everybody has, go and buy them all. They're all fantastic.
Thank you.
Even the couple I haven't got yet because we haven't had conventions for the last couple of years and I haven't picked them up, but I will. We also have local author guest of honor for 2021 that would have been, and for 2023 that will be, featured panelist here at Virtual CoKoCon, Dr. Bruce Davis.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm a bit exhausted right now. My day job is as a trauma surgeon and critical care provider, and we're pretty swamped right now. So I'm working on about 4 hours of sleep right now. Excuse me if I'm not all here and not terribly appropriate. That's what I am. I write, more as a release and as something for me. My current latest books are in the Magic Law series. Think Lord of the Rings meets Law and Order. They're put out by Brick Cave Media. And that's about all I got. Anybody got any questions?
Well, I've read both of those books. I just need to catch up with the rest. But those are fantastic. You should buy those too.
Yeah, you can get them anywhere. Like I said, my focus lately has been away from this. So I'm really, really happy to be able to do this weekend.
Oh, we're very happy you can be with us, and hopefully you can get some sleep tonight. And
Yeah, I'll be ready to go in the morning.
Red-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning.
Well, no, you said you wouldn't have known it when you did your panel earlier. You were all good things. So
Well, I was talking to Wes. Wes and I can bullshit with the best of them. So
it's a good panel for if you guys didn't get to go to it. It was a good panel.
No, thanks.
I do like that comment in the chat because I understand it. I've read and reviewed many of them, and yes, Seanan writes faster than I can read. That's a good comment. In fact, I think she's just had 2 more books out since we started the panel. Is that correct?
So as I said at the beginning, my laptop keyboard is broken. I have done no work for a week and a half, and I am losing my tiny blonde mind. Margaret and Kristoph have known me since I was 14. This is literally the longest work stoppage that has occurred during our acquaintance.
What's caused the work stoppage, huh?
My laptop keyboard is toasted.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I worry for the world.
Yeah.
So I got the replacement today.
It works.
I got their replacement today. The only reason I am not having it repaired right now is this convention. So all y'all are keeping me from working.
It's our fault.
It's your
all
fault
our
now.
fault. So we apologize, world.
Have you tried one of these? At this thing.
That's some newfangled invention?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
so if I
that's
do that, I have
Microsoft
to
Pencil.
transcribe it. And that doesn't work for me.
Is there any such thing as old-fangled? I always wondered about that.
Old fangled.
Uniform.
Like it.
Yeah, Pringles potato chips.
And you just inadvertently or vertently, I guess, gave us a segue into our Phil guest of honor for CoKoCon 2021 that would have been, and CoKoCon 2023 that will be, and also featured panelists here at Virtual CoKoCon 2021, Margaret and Kristoph.
Margaret.
Margaret.
Yeah.
And me.
There you are. Hey. Oh, we're just so delighted to be here. Yay.
Yeah.
Well, we've been playing together professionally for 32 years, and a good deal of that has been actually at science fiction and fantasy and film conventions, actually. And we're the only American group to have received permission from the estate of J.R.R. Tolkien to commercially record his works. They approved of our settings of his poetry.
The professional brag.
That's the brag, yeah. And, well, we do all kinds of stuff. We're both singers. I'm also a harper, a flutist, and a recorder player. And you are a... You're this guy. He's this guy.
Guitar player, studio engineer. I have fun. I love to arrange stuff. I love working with Seanan, and someday we will again. There's a kind of in the middle of an album here for quite a period of time now.
Like, how long now? 10 years? I don't know. Last year we won the Pegasus Award for Best Performers, so we were really thrilled about that. Yay.
Yeah, we got out there and performed. Yay.
Yay. And we're just delighted to be here, and we got lots of good music, and he's going to be teaching guitar tricks and leading a space filk, and I'm leading an unnamed theme filk. I get to pick the theme, I guess.
I wanted to say the things that we do is Margaret is a healing muse. She goes into hospitals and plays harp.
I'm a professional therapeutic harper in addition to other things. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a professional therapeutic sound engineer.
Yes, he is.
I recommend you don't bring the harp into Dr. Bruce's trauma surgery because he's not getting enough sleep as it is, and harp might just send him over the edge.
He'd go to sleep. That's true. That's true.
Hey, harp music is nice. It helps me rest,
Well,
bring it on.
That's what we try to do. Yeah.
Yeah. We play in several bands. This is a shirt that Margaret made.
I'm also a professional artist and calligrapher. I'm a professional lots of stuff.
She made it for Amy, of course, Amy McNally.
Yeah.
Wonderful fiddle.
So if you haven't heard of them, our bands, you were leading into it, but I'll take over.
I was.
We lead Celtic rock band Avalon Rising and Celtic and medieval ensemble Brocelion, in addition to our work as a duo. So there you go.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna turn up the applause sound.
No. Brocelion. There.
Nice.
Okay.
So you do everything under the sun at science fiction and fantasy conventions. So I'm going to ask all of our featured panelists one question. What's your favorite thing to do that has got nothing at all to do with science fiction and fantasy conventions?
Playing blues. I love to play the blues. I'm in a blues band called Bluesadelics, and we've had this gig for. This is our third try at playing this gig.
It's getting canceled.
COVID, okay, fine. The first one canceled for COVID in general. That makes sense. The latest one was because a party happened and people came to the bar and then they closed it. And that was going to be this weekend. So you have me all weekend now instead of playing the blues gig, which I really was looking forward to. Nothing against the con.
Well, we have plenty of open fill, so feel free to play the blues whenever you feel like.
There you go.
Let us know when you're singing the blues. We'll come sing blues with you.
Sounds good.
Try to stop me.
Same question in reverse order. So, Dr. Bruce, favorite thing to do that isn't at a science fiction fantasy convention?
Go listen to blues.
Good answer.
Oh yeah, no, Rhythm Room down here in Phoenix, great blues down there.
That is a good venue.
Yeah. Of course, it hadn't been open until just recently. But Coco Montoya is coming in the end of September, and I intend to be there.
What? Just wow. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
I may well get tickets and see you there. I think Kristoph might too. So same question. Seanan, what's your favorite thing to do that has nothing to do with science fiction and fantasy conventions? And writing science fiction fantasy counts. So what else?
I play Dungeons and Dragons basically to keep myself from setting off a small nuclear device and taking out the entire Seattle metro area. So
goodness.
Dragons is my version of therapy. It is all over my house. It is absolutely my favorite thing to do.
Excellent. I should say you should wander down the coast a little. In Chico, California, it is technically illegal by city statute to set off a nuclear explosion, but there's only a $500 fine.
But then you'd be in Chico.
Yeah,
why?
That's that. We should have mentioned cats. There are cats involved in our lives, as there are in Seanan's, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. So many cats.
And involved is the word, is it not?
For those who own cats, yes, that is
absolutely.
The largest of my cats is 28 pounds.
28? Wow.
Yeah, and he's an adult male Maine Coon.
Well, yeah.
He is the Maine Coon, I think, at 28 pounds.
Maine. Sorry. Awesome. The Maine Coon. Sorry.
And yes, the reason to be in Chico, California is because you can set off that thermonuclear explosion and only get landed with a $500 fine.
I'll keep that in mind.
Other people may be concerned, but maybe not. Who knows?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Kristoph placed a request. So this is Elsinore. Hi, baby.
Where did Seanan go?
Elsie is... Elsie is a female Maine Coon, so she's smaller. She's only 19 pounds.
That cat's head is as big as your head.
I know. It's magical, isn't it?
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Okay, baby, you're not a featured guest. You should go so that the next featured guest can talk.
Yes, same question. Linda Addison, what's your favorite thing to do that has nothing to do with science fiction and fantasy and conventions?
Discounting sleep. There's something I do almost every day if my eyes allow me, and that is gel pen coloring. I like sparkly gel.
Pretty.
And the other
I did not know that.
Oh my God, it's craziness.
Wow.
And, the other thing is Legos Star Wars.
Oh.
Anyone who knows me. This is what my son got me for my birthday because he knows me too well. What I can't understand is this is like 50 million pieces and most of them you can't see. But what's cool is this goes up and down. See?
That's excellent.
It is cool.
So
What matters?
I find it very relaxing. Legos and gel pens.
That's what I need, something to do that's relaxing.
Sorting magic cards is relaxing.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times I'll host coloring workshops at the cons and they're like, oh, kids. I go, no, that is not just for kids. I have just as many adults who show up with their cases that are actually full of their special pens and stuff so they can color. Yes.
So thank you, Linda. Same question, Stephen Barnes. What's your favorite thing to do that has got nothing to do with science fiction, fantasy, and conventions?
Well, you know, considering that I've taught martial arts at fantasy conventions, I can see movies at fantasy conventions, I can sleep at fantasy conventions. That virtually covers everything I enjoy doing. I mean, right there. But what do I enjoy that has nothing at all to do with science fiction, fantasy convention? Playing with my cat.
There you go.
When possible. The cats we have right now are very standoffish to me. But one of them will, from time to time, allow me, you know, the very great honor of petting him. Oh.
What is a standoffish cat like? How do you get one?
They just ignore you, or they run away when you try to approach them.
Look at you. It
doesn't stop them from wanting to annoy you when you're not interested in them. But in general, yeah. My wife passed me a murder mystery in a box, which are a lot of fun. They basically are a series of clues, newspaper clippings, interviews with suspects and witnesses and so forth. And you have to try to figure out when it was Colonel Mustard with the lead pipe in the basement. You know, why did they do it? How did they do it? And so forth and so on. And these are quite fun. They really are. They send me one every month.
Nice. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Here's what I found.
Oh, here's what somebody found. I'm not sure
Yes,
what that was.
My Apple Watch. Siri was poking her nose in where it doesn't belong. Virtual nose.
So I'm going to throw one more question out and then hand back to the chairs. So let's go back in reverse order. So starting with Stephen, just to throw you totally under the spot, what's the secret of life?
Boy. To seek joy. The meaning of this meaning of life. I'm going to hijack the meaning of life, which is to seek joy. You know, Dalai Lama said that, and since every planaria will move away from pain toward pleasure, that strikes me as a pretty universal thing to try to be happy and find ways to be happy that are in alignment with your values, so you can do it long term without hurting anybody.
Sounds like a very good answer.
Thank you, sir.
How about you, Linda? Secret of life.
Secret of life is to, with every breath, thought, and word, aim to choose love over fear.
Kindness. Yeah.
It's got serious fast.
Deep, very deep.
Yeah, but I think that's Linda's business card, isn't it?
It is. I've written many, many, many life poems on Twitter and Facebook in different ways, saying, always try to do that. Can't always do it, but that's okay.
That's excellent. How about you, Sean? Like secret of life.
The Sufi thing, the three gates. What is true, what is kind, what is useful. I find that to be a really good guide for life.
Those are perfect too.
For me, it's choose kindness as consistently as you possibly can. There is almost nothing in this world that is worth getting 5 minutes faster because you were cruel to someone.
Right?
I went to the Lego store today. Linda was clearly with me earlier this afternoon because they have brand new Marvel Lego minifigs. And they're all of the Marvel Lego characters from the TV shows. And they are sold out everywhere. And the Lego store near me got one box. And I got there behind a lady who was going through the whole box. And she took all but 6 packs. And that's fine. And the clerk who knew I was next in line went to bring me the box and saw that a man had come up with a small child, clearly thinking they were next in line. And I asked, are these for you or for the kid? And they were for the kids. So he took 3 of the 6 packs. I let him go ahead of me because it would have been cruel to not have been cruel to another adult collector. Always choose kindness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very good answer. Dr. Bruce, Secret of Life.
I'm going to revert to my Puritan ancestors. Secret of life is service. Life is service to others. We're never more alive than when we are serving other people.
Okay. That's 4 fantastic answers. Not to put you on the spot, Margaret and Kristoph, but Secret of Life.
I don't know. Treat people with kindness and as much joy as you can manage. I agree with everything everybody said, especially the service. I think that's what we do sometimes as musicians, and we forget that. A lot of what we do is play for people to calm them down, make them feel comfortable, happy, healthy. I don't know. A long time ago, I gave up on being really famous or anything, so why not try to help people?
And pet that cat.
And cats.
Yes, who is that?
This is Penelope. She's the mom cat.
I have not met Penelope.
No, you haven't.
No, she's Penelope, and I can do anything with her. And we have her daughter,
Well, that's
Chloe.
because she's an orange.
Yeah. We got her daughter,
Orange
Chloe,
cats.
too.
Oh, wonderful. But yeah, orange cats are basically bread mold that purrs.
Yeah, yeah. She is a fabulous loaf.
My son has an orange cat, and I call it a cat rug. It just lays there.
Mm-hmm.
Penelope.
Penelope.
See?
There you go.
Like a big loaf of bread.
Aww.
Oh, she's getting annoyed with me. But
Yeah,
you know,
I think cats have become a sort of a standard fixture at science fiction fantasy people as well. So I think we're all owned by cats. Are any of you owned by dogs? I know Wes and Yvonne, but on the featured panelists.
Lindy over here.
Yes, absolutely. The dogs rule the house.
Yeah, totally understand that.
Well, thank you for those fantastic answers. So I'll pass it back to Dee and Mark to let us know what's going to be happening over this weekend.
A little bit longer to go, honey. You were rolling with it. You were doing wonderful.
And now it's your turn to roll with it and be wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna play the COVID card. Excuse me. Okay. Sorry. Well, I thank you for doing that, honey, and covering all the guests, and thank you, guests, for I didn't know we were going to get everybody. I was thinking we might get 1 or 2 people if we're lucky, because we didn't push anybody about it. We were like hoping. So we are very, very happy that all our guests showed up. I mean, featured panelists, but future guests. I hope everybody enjoyed getting to talk to them and interacting with them a little bit, because this is the kind of stuff we do a lot on our conversations in ConSuite during the month, and some of our guests have dropped in and spent time with us. Speaking of that, there is on the Discord, who I'm assuming most of you have already touched base on the Discord channel, or server, sorry. There is a Conversations in ConSuite room that's open throughout the con. So people, when they need a break or in between, they can drop in and take a break in the ConSuite and just touch base with people. Is there any questions you have for us?
Maybe you could talk about the programming a little bit.
Hold on, Linda's got a question. She's going to save me.
Yes, Dee, I have a question. What is the meaning of life? Other than 42 or 41? Other than
42 is the main answer. What is the meaning of life for me? life's too short to get, to spend it angry or upset. It's to live it. I believe, I'm a firm believer in going out and enjoying life and living it. And, and of course, most of the people tell you that I spend a lot of time with my 9 grandchildren. There's 2 of them right over there on the screen. Just enjoy family and life. That's and important Englishmen. They're very entertaining from time to time.
Love as hard as you can.
I can't disagree with that because I like Scottish men too. I think they're very friendly.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of got the best of both worlds. I got an Englishman that wears a kilt, so
Well, you know what? Anybody wearing a kilt is in my bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put my kilt on. One of the beauties of being in a Celtic rock. If you're in a Celtic rock band, you have to have a kilt. There's no way around it.
Oh, definitely. And, so
it's my band, so I have to have the kilt.
Right. Gosh darn it.
So for programming wise, we've already done, several panels. It's on Discord and Zoom now. I think they're working out. I was terrified. I really was. Discord has been a big learning curve, but I am absolutely loving the reception, the amount of people who have given us positive feedback. And so if you go looking around, there is on the Discord server, there are the Zoom links. There are announcements in case something changes up for any reason, go to check out announcements. Hal has done wonders with the Pocket programs and stuff. If anybody wants a quick, hey, I'm going to put this on my computer and put it off to the side, grab a Pocket program. If not, they're on Zoom in the schedule area. Check them out. They're easy, quick references. He also put together that program book. And thank you, Mr. Gilead, for the artwork. That is gorgeous. So like I said, we're using Discord as our, our touchstone. That is our home base where I hope people can move around and enjoy and do what you need to do. And, if you have any questions, Mark or Hal or I or David, I think David's on here, Ranger-wise, moderator-wise, we're a little short more on moderator, so you could see that some of us who don't normally moderate our big mouth, we're popping in and doing what we can for everyone. But field questions at us. We've been we've been doing the best we can, and we hope that everybody is enjoying themselves and that they enjoy themselves through the con.
Hooray!
So I'm going to go hand to Mark and go, hey Mark, what's the meaning of life?
Oh boy.
He loves ice-breaking questions.
Forget that. I'll have to think about it. There we go. It was amazing. Len pointed out to me today, he said, that he gave us all kudos because he thought that we had put as much work into this as we did into a physical convention. And he's right. It's maybe even more. I'm not sure. It was a lot of work getting all this set up, and the Discord thing was very complicated, but we got it basically down, I think, at this point, hopefully. Right? It really is nothing to be scared of. So those of you that aren't happy or, that are a little bit skittish about it, just hang around a little bit and it'll become second nature to you.
Yeah.
So, we've got basically all the same stuff here that we'd have in the physical convention. We have an art show with some featured artists. We have a dealer's room with some dealers. We've got a great charity auction that's coming up. We've got 50.
It's going to be live. I just want to point this out. That is going to be live on Discord, the charity auction.
Yeah, the charity auction is going to be
You
live.
get to bid against other people, not just handwritten.
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Everybody's going to be bidding against you, Dee. I know how that works.
Actually, believe it or not, Mark, I have to give Hal my selections because I'm hosting a Zoom session at that time, so I can't make the charity auction. People may get lucky.
Oh wow! Somebody might
I
get
have
something.
auction fever. They know I have auction fever. I can't help it.
Somebody might get one of Gilead's paintings other than you. You're saying?
If you knew how much work. If you know how much work went into orchestrating her being somewhere else at the same time, that was a lot of work.
Al, did you do that to save money?
No, because I'll be there and I'll be bidding. So.
Oh boy.
He did that so he didn't have to sell his kidney to pay her bill.
Oh, there you go.
It's worth the effort. I'm okay with that.
So anyway, we got the charity auction. I think it's got 56 different lots in it. A lot of books, a lot of other stuff.
Just pre-register. There's a channel on in Discord for you to pre-register to actually get your bidding number.
Yeah, there's a text channel in Discord where you can register. Just provide an email address and your name and a zip code. So we know where you're from. Kathy Book is running that. She'll make arrangements for you to pick up the stuff, or if you're somewhere else, she'll ship it to you at your charge. Yay.
Yeah. I know it's gonna be harder for the people who are out of country because actually we've got a lot of out of country people for this con that it was amazing the outreach that we've got. So yeah, I mean, sorry if it's shipping maybe a little high for that, but if it's a neighboring state, it might not be so bad.
And that's actually a great segue. We've got 10 minutes left, so I'm going to go back to the featured panelists with one more question. We do have quite a few people here internationally. There are people here certainly right now from the Philippines. We've got people coming from Australia, from Scotland, from Ireland, and there's a science fiction club from the Universidad del Norte in Colombia. So it's all sorts of different time zones. So featured panelists, I know you've each got multiple things this weekend. If somebody's in a different time zone and can only attend one of your panels, one of your events, which one should they really go for? So let's kick it off with Stephen Barnes.
Well, the self-care panel on Sunday, because that's the one where I get to talk about some things that are important, just basically how to take care of yourself, deal with stress and things of that nature at a time that a lot of people are feeling a huge amount of pain. So that's the one I'd love to see a lot of people there.
That sounds great. And that is, I can't find it on here. I probably got a hyphen. There we go. Author Self-Care COVID Edition. Is that the one?
That's the one.
That's the one. 2 p.m. on Sunday.
That's it.
Mountain Standard Time. What do we go for? Oh, Linda, from Stephen to Linda. Which of your panels should we absolutely not miss if we can only make one of them?
I'm just going to put up two of them. One is Stephen Barnes' panel, because seriously, come on now. Okay, for myself, I'm going to go with somebody else's sandbox. You know why? I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? You know who is in this book? Me. And Seanan McGuire and a whole bunch of other cool people. So that's like the biggest excitement. I know it's like, oh, you're Grandmaster. Yeah, that's cool, but look what I'm in. So, I'm in some good ones, and it's hard to pick one. I mean, sure, come hear me read, but you can find me on anywhere online to hear me read. My son was like, oh, you're doing a reading? I might not be able to make it. I was saying, honey, I have been in your life for 39 years. You heard my voice. You can find me on YouTube. It's all good.
Well, we're trying to get as many of these panels recorded too to put on our YouTube channel too, so that people that miss some of these, because it's a unusual setup, that hopefully they can come catch some of the panels.
My son was asking about that, and I told him, I said, it's very likely, but I love talking about somebody else's sandbox. All of the others I do too that I'm on, thank you, but this was fun, and yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't picked that up, but you're going to have some at Tuscon, right?
I'm ashamed to know you, Hal. Don't even.
I have a habit of that I've been really trying to stick to, and that is to buy my books from the authors themselves at conventions.
True that,
And
yes.
I haven't seen you at a convention since Tucson 2 years ago.
Let me tell
And
you
when-
something about having a book and a Marvel book. You best buy your own book, baby. They don't let us buy a bunch of these to sell on our own.
It'll
And
be
they don't
it'd be on
usually
sale
send
there
them
though, right?
to us either.
How I'm going to live in denial of the fact that you don't have yours. Let's move on.
I'll make sure
If
he
they're
gets
not
it.
going to have it there, I'll have a copy beforehand to bring.
You better. Or don't talk to me.
Somebody else's sandbox, Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Seanan, which one of yours should we absolutely not miss?
You know, honestly, if you can't stick around tonight for fictional pandemics, which I understand is a topic many people don't actually want to talk about right now, and I support and appreciate that, you should try to swing by on Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific and Mountain for Kids on Bikes, because that is explicitly a panel that talks about Stranger Things, and I hate Stranger Things more than I hate wasps. So that's going to be exciting
The
and
rejection
fun.
on Linda's face was wonderful.
I know, that was a beautiful expression. I'm sorry. Any girl who grew up with friends her own age and ostensibly without having any gender expectations projected on her and all of that is not going to look in a mirror and say pretty the second you dress her up like a real girl. Stranger Things is such a men get to write the 1980s childhood experience. I was born in 78. I'm a little younger than some of you, a little older than a lot of you. So I had the 1980s childhood experience as a girl, 11's age. And that is the most inaccurate bullshit that has been presented as a realistic look at my childhood ever. And I don't care about the Demogorgon. I care about the kids. So it'll be funny. You can watch me piss people off for an hour.
Oh,
yeah,
I definitely need to tune in for this.
I'll be there. You going to talk about the black kid too? Because I just need to know ahead of time to get myself ready.
Mostly I'm going to talk about the girl.
Okay.
Because that is my lane.
Of course,
I
my
mean, if we go
takeaway
over
from that is
yeah, if we go
you
over
hate
it,
wasps.
I will have some things to say about the black kid because the treatment of Mike in the It movies was abhorrent. Like,
Now, my takeaway there was you hate wasps, Seanan. How many,
I love wasps so much, but I hate being stung by them.
Because you've written how many books with a wasp as the lead character now?
2.
Out of 1,000? Okay.
A couple of years ago when we had the entomology pain tasting tour that you could sign up to get stung and bitten by different insects so that you could tell what the different flavors of pain felt like, I got stung by a tarantula wasp, and it was the second most painful thing I have ever experienced, and I did not enjoy it.
I bet.
You piqued my granddaughter's interest here.
What kind of people signed up for that?
Yeah, she did it voluntarily.
What was the first most painful thing, and why would you ever?
Because I am a writer, I like being able to describe things accurately. It's fun. And the most painful thing was the bullet ant. And it sucked.
The what?
The bullet ant. They are a large species of ant from South America. They're so big that they can scream. Literally will jump out of trees onto people if you walk too close beneath the tree, and they open their mandibles as they're falling, and the air rushing through their heads causes a screaming sound. And being bitten by a bullet ant, I have not been shot with a bullet, but people who have say that being bitten by a bullet ant feels almost exactly like being shot with a bullet. It hurts for 24 hours. I passed out for 6 of them. Like, it was astonishing. It was very painful.
This is what you did voluntarily?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. Now I've got a new nightmare that I can think about.
Now we've got a new panel for 2023.
Literally, Seanan is the most amazing person to even know. First time I met her, we were sitting next to each other. And of course, everybody was coming and getting her book signed. I was like, who are you? And then we were talking, and then she was telling me about her life, and I fell in love. Seanan, have my baby.
I don't think that's likely, but I love you too.
I know.
Now, leading on from intense pain, Dr. Bruce, you treat intense pain, but which which panel of yours should we absolutely not miss this weekend?
Austin.
Is Dr. Bruce still here? Maybe he has vanished.
The answer would have been the panel you guys already missed.
Maybe that was a good panel on military science fiction. So, so lead on to Margaret and Kristoph to wrap things up for opening ceremonies with which panel of yours or which event of yours should we absolutely not miss this weekend?
You scared them away too.
I scared them away too. Wow.
Snuck out.
I guess so. Maybe.
Called him, yeah.
I have seen a couple of people having connectivity issues, so maybe they are among that number. So back to you to wrap up, Dee and Mark.
Dee and Mark. Okay. Well, again, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm hoping everybody has a wonderful experience and enjoy CoKoCon. Mark.
Well, it's a big experiment this year. You know, we learned a lot. Unfortunately, we hope that it's knowledge we'll never have to use again. But
for small events.
Small events. Well, yeah, we've learned a lot about doing virtual events, and so we'll probably do something in the future. But just hope everybody has a good time, and you know, let us know what you like and what you didn't like. We always want to hear that.
Oh yeah. Okay, and then I guess we're gonna say everybody get the hell out of the room. Go do other stuff now.
Oh yes, because I'm presenting in here in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, go live your life. Go live your life now.
Yeah, well, there's a film festival. House Film Festival will be coming up in just a little bit, so that's the next one on Zoom.
Yep, 7:45. Thank you all.
That's also fictional pandemics is at 7:45.
And fictional pandemics too. Yes,
yeah,
great.
Nice, Shawnee.
Yeah, I'll be there, and I have green tea, vodka, and water. I'm ready.
Rock and roll.
Kristoph also has a theme film, so he may have vanished for that. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, you have choices. Please go enjoy whatever piques your imagination the most.
All right.
See you in 15 minutes.
Fun later.
All right.
Bye.
Suit and tie. See you, suit and tie.
Bye.
They're emptying out easily here. Okay. Come on, Shoo. Go away. Go away. I was gonna shut it down, but it's like filtering out on its own. I'm gonna let it do it. In 1 minute, they have to start another panel. Okay, you hold her honors. I'm gonna shut her down. Enjoy.